Okay. We put the other live. We have all the lives going at one time. Got one live. Let me get this other live going. Yeah. We get a lot of views on that live. We go live. We get a review.
Oh, but let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I'm telling you why, because you got to get to the day of Pentecost. The New Testament church began. And without the day of Pentecost, I mean, there's no such thing as.
All right, all right. We got all the lives going. Shalom, Israel. I don't know what it is and who it do. Captain K, the dog boy, in the building with my right hand man, my Aisha out of ATL. We bridging that gap. You know what I'm saying? My brother rocking with me again, and it's going down. Today we were supposed to be having a discussion with the brother Evan. You understand? But he ended up backing out. All right. I believe he noted that QR code he claimed is going to be is faulty. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where and what and how and good doggone night. They went from microchip to you notice that it keep changing, right? You
It's
notice
like the other one.
it goes from the microchip. It had been the COVID-19 vaccination. Now it's the QR code. Next is gonna be a bag of chips like Fritos, Lay's, you know what I'm saying? Red Hot Riplets. It's gonna be a bag of chips. It's gonna be the market to be something. It's gonna be something else that's gonna be the market to be, other than what it actually is. You know what I'm saying? And I did a lecture several years. I had a discussion with a brother on it. I came up with the idea, Catamount Quad was like, hey, we doing lectures in every city. So that was I believe that was my second lecture, the market of the beast. And man, to find out that it's not what people think it is, like a lot of folks think literally is 666 drawn on your head with a sharpie, you know what I mean? And on your hand with a sharpie, with a magic marker, that's not what it is. Just think about that though, myself. Who gonna let somebody draw something on their forehead? Who gonna turn around? And I mean, what sister got a pretty face is gonna let somebody turn around and take a magic marker and draw 360s across their big old forehead? Who gonna turn around and put a mark on their hand? Like, come on, man. We gotta do better. You know what I mean? We got to do better than this. So we're gonna get into that in a second. But real quick, let me show this video. Let me show this video. While the ISUPK or the Commander General YAHANNA is doing the real work for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, let me show you what the church is doing. This is what the Christian church is doing for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It's foolish.
Yeah, I didn't know how he was gonna pull that. Didn't know how he was gonna pull that off. Talking about the QR code was the.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know either, my brother, but the brother called me trying to explain it. Brother, you can explain on the show. You'll have
was he high? Was he high?
Explain everything on the show, and the brother did his best to wiggle out of being on the show. He gave every excuse down to the use of words. Oh, come on! I don't play that. You know what I'm saying?
What he say? Show don't really mean show.
I don't know. I don't know what you saying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, brother, he said he didn't want to debate. I said, brother, it's clearly a discussion. It says discussion with brother Evans, not debate. I said, so you'll be given the opportunity to conclude whatever you came to the conclusion. Oh, this ain't a conclusion, this is a fact. But brother, whatever it is, if it's a fact, you know what I'm saying, then come on with it. You know, just bring it on the show. You know, look, you know me, I ain't got time.
Right,
Time
right,
playing
right.
no game, go back and forth. So it is what it is. All right. Okay. So let me show you what Christians are doing. Is that now notice, my God, when COVID-19 hit, wasn't no church. Wasn't no church. They was closed. Every last one of them. Now, what that should have said to black people was, I can't believe that these people know that we need Jesus. I can't believe that these people know that we need God. And they didn't abandon us. You know what they should have did? They should have abandoned the church. But they couldn't wait for the doors to get opened back up. And look at what they did. Let me show you what they started doing. As soon as they opened the church back up. Look at this fool. Now who in a right mind would go in the Bible and read it and understand it and think that this has something to do with the Lord? Can anyone conclude that for me, myself? Can they conclude that for me? How did they come up with this conclusion to where this is what's pleasing and satisfying to the Lord versus you keeping all of his laws, statutes, and commandments? I still haven't figured that out. Can you conclude that for me, myself?
I don't know, Cap. I mean, they like to say the Holy Ghost done got in them. That may be what the Holy Casper Ghost done got in them. I don't know what's going on.
Come on, something there. Something ain't right. Something ain't right out. Let me see. We keep playing. Look at this shit. You see the punk get jiggy with it, Marshall, and pop his collar.
No.
Did you see him? Like, look at this, man. What does this have to do with the Lord? What do you think? God is sitting up in heaven clapping with him?
Right.
They think Jesus is in heaven clapping with him and dancing with him. Are you out of your mind? The Most High is sitting up in heaven disgusted with this mess because it has absolutely nothing to do with him. You are worshiping and serving a false God in their Christian church. And why is it that? I just don't understand it. Now we do know that blacks, Hispanics, you know what I'm saying, and Native Indians are the best at dancing. We do know that. Right? We do know that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the best at singing. But why do we think that this is where all of your singing and your dancing should be done at? You know what? They got a thing called karaoke, right? That they do at different restaurants and different bars and different clubs. You go there and sing and damn dance. You know what I mean? And there would be nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with the family or a bunch of friends getting together and going to karaoke. And they got the screen right there. Look, if you don't know the words, my shot, they got the screen for you. They roll the words up the damn screen, whatever favorite song of yours you want to sing. You understand? Those words will come on the screen to where you can sing the whole damn song. You can go do that. That's where you're singing and dancing. Guess what? And it'll be most appreciated there because everybody there is, guess what? They're there to have a good time. You're supposed to be going to school, classes, not no damn church. Because people don't understand that church in Greek is school. It's where our brothers and sisters went to learn about God, not do this right here. They wasn't getting jiggy with it in class. You understand? We don't get jiggy with it in class. I had a Christian that actually came to one of our classes, and she thought that she was going to get jiggy with it in the class. I said, no. You got to sit down, sis. We don't do that in here. She said, oh, okay, I'm sorry. That's how you know a lot of that shit is bullshit. It can be controlled. That fake ass shouting that they do. That fake ass dance and two-step they break out in. They can control that, man. You understand? They can control that, but they choose not to. They like that psychotic ass feeling. I don't understand. I don't understand what this brother thought he was doing with all this. This is for it should say for entertainment purposes only. That's all this is for, my child. This ain't for the Lord. You can't tell me that God, because I read the scripture. Have you, my child, have you been taught what the Bible means? And from our teaching under the command of YAHANNA, this ain't it. This dance and shit that this brother is doing, that's not it. That's not in the Bible. That's not in the Bible. You see that sister, she's real entertained by it. She like, yeah, don't fly away. You know what I'm saying? Don't get jiggy with it. Yeah, come on. Come on. Look, nobody is flattered by that shit other than those people that's in there that do the same thing. Why is this man bent all over, the brother in the suit? Why was he bent all over? And why is he doing this silly shit? Look at the chart as him. Look at it, just as zesty as he can be. But thinking that God is on his side. The members that he has thinking that the Lord hit him. The Holy Ghost that hit him, my child. They believe that this is the Holy Ghost. When this ain't got nothing to do with the Most High Spirit. This is of another spirit. You know what I mean? Let's get to the articles real quick. Get to that article about that pastor.
Come on, sir. You want the it's a video. You want the video?
Yeah, you play whatever it is. Come on.
Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Let me pull it up real quick.
We're gonna show you what else the preachers be up to in the church. Because as you can see, they dance a lot. They know how to twerk. Now we're gonna show you what else they're up to.
Come on, sir. 1 second. We go and put it up on the stage.
Yeah.
All right. All right, we go, sir.
The Meredith family experienced our latest secret when my son, Micah, came out. He just announced it and walked out. Didn't give us time to discuss it or anything.
I said, ain't no big deal to me. In my mind, I thought, you don't have to be like me. Don't be like me. Follow your conviction of being gay and just be. But Lydia was not open to it.
I was afraid because I was over the HIV ministry at the church. And I had seen men dying. I had seen boys dying. And I knew that he was at risk. I didn't even think about Dennis and HIV. And that's the strangest thing. I never thought that I could get HIV, but I thought about my baby and HIV.
I hadn't been out of the closet a year, and then I contracted it. I was 20.
I was in Florida, and Dennis calls me, and he tells me that Mike is HIV positive. I took the next plane back.
So what happened here is preaching, right? Turned around, and as you can hear, it infected his sister with HIV, right? So the father and the husband, father and the son both come out HIV positive and come out the closet gay. You know what I mean? Like this is insane. This is what your preachers are all about. This is what Christianity produces, a whole bunch of homosexuals. Christianity is not producing godly men. Because godly men are not gay at all. We follow all the laws of God. They turn around and, I mean, this is what they produce. They produce a bunch of whores. They produce a bunch of homosexuals. Matter of fact, that was another lecture I did in my shop. And matter of fact, we put the Mark of the Beast lecture that I did some years back. I'll put that in the chat real quick. Yeah, because like I said, the brother, he's not coming on, but I am still going, you know what I'm saying, go over the scriptures and stuff like that. So we're going to run these couple of articles real quick. And go ahead and drop that video. Because you see, like I said, you see what the first 60 was doing in the church that I played, the video I played. He twerking everywhere. Now, this pastor, and then got AIDS, HIV, his son got it. They come out the closet gay. You know, gay as could be, she ended up getting infected by it. You homosexuals need to just be with a homosexual. Just be with another man that does what you want. Just be with another woman that does what you want. Don't go around dealing with these sisters that are straight and infecting these sisters and ruining their life. You know what I mean? All because you a punk. Matter of fact, you played a video about you did a video on that too, right, Marshall? Did we do that on Wednesday?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because I did the one on the dad, and I didn't see the one about the son. So this one is new to me. I didn't even know I ain't even know the son had even. Oh man.
Man, ain't that crazy?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, come on with the other articles real quick. And I just wanted to bring these out real quick because I know during the last couple of shows we really didn't have time to bring out everything that we had. You know what I mean? So I want to bring these out real quick. These are actually other videos and articles with different topics. So like I said, we be having so much info to bring out on every damn show. You know.
God.
So I figured probably on Sundays we're gonna run some of the ones that we had to skip. We're probably gonna start running them like this before before we hit the topic on Sunday.
Come on, sir.
Yeah, come on.
All right, this one is the man charged with murder. Yeah, come on, sir.
Church shenanigans. Now this one is horror in the hood. Come on with it.
All right, come on.
Our top story, one man charged with the murder of an entire family tonight. Investigators laid out their case for a crime they call cruel and horrifying. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jacqueline London.
I'm Fred Shropshire. This investigation has unfolded over several weeks as police discovered the bodies of a father, mother, and one-year-old child at crime scenes in two different towns. NBC 10's Brian Sheehan is joining us live in Reading with the new details we learned about the suspect and the killing of this family. Brian.
Yeah, even seasoned law enforcement officials are having a difficult time grappling with the details of this case. We are at a growing memorial for one of the victims, a husband and father whose body was the first to be found, but authorities now say he was the last to be killed the day after his wife was shot and their baby boy was thrown into a lake while he was still alive.
I don't think that any of us could imagine the tragedy that took place here and how horrific this crime was.
Longtime Berks County District Attorney John Adams laying out the disturbing details of the triple murder of members of the same family, a 31-year-old couple and their 1-year-old son, Jaden.
Defenseless 1-year-old.
Adams says Jose Luis Rodriguez confessed to killing Geraldina Peguera Mancebo and Jaden on September 12th and her husband, Junior Cabrera Colon, the next day. Court documents lay out a potential motive, stating Rodriguez told investigators he planned the deaths of the mother and son because Geraldina was taking his money and because she refused to leave her husband.
During an interview with the defendant admitted to having some sort of relationship with Geraldina.
Authorities say Rodriguez told them he drove the two to a brushy field in Ontalani Township where he first shot Geraldina in the head.
The defendant then took Jaden down the street and threw him in a lake close to where Geraldina had been killed. The defendant confirmed that Jaden was alive when he threw him face down in the muddy water.
Geraldina's family reported her and Jaden missing later that night. Then Rodriguez allegedly told authorities he got into a physical altercation with Cabrera Colon the next morning during an argument over Geraldina.
Rodriguez told the police that during this altercation, a gun was knocked out of Cabrera's hands and that Rodriguez picked up the gun and fired one shot at Cabrera, hitting him in the back of the head.
Reading police first found Cabrera Colon's body in Bear Park later on September 13th, while also searching for Geraldina and Jaden. Adams says Rodriguez eventually confessed to placing the body there after detectives showed him surveillance video of his vehicle near the park. Geraldina's body was found by police on September 19th and Jaden the next day. And authorities found Geraldina and Jaden by pinging her cell phone. Adams says Rodriguez told detectives where to find Geraldina's purse and phone and the gun used to shoot her, which we are told he obtained illegally. He is facing 3 counts of first-degree murder in this case, and authorities tell us they are possibly pursuing the death penalty. Live in Reading tonight, I'm Brian Sheehan, NBC 10 News.
This woman got her husband and her son alive. Having an affair, what do they call it in the world? An affair. She had an affair with this man. And she refused to leave her husband for him. Like, if they knew that they were supposed to be following the laws of God, right? Which is you are married to a man and just had a baby. A cute little baby. Got to be dead now because of his whole ass mama. Little baby got thrown in the what? God, that's ridiculous, huh?
Yes, like if I could, Cap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so a little bit of the backstory on this video, this article right here that they didn't really talk about, right? The sister hadn't been working for a while, and she finally got a job in a warehouse with the guy that unalived him. So it's like immediately, he started buying all these extravagant gifts and stuff like that. So all his hard-earned working money, and this ought to be a lesson to you sisters messing with, you got somebody already at the house and you messing with brothers on the slavery on the job, you know what I'm saying? And he buying all kind of, extravagant gifts and doing all this and fell in love with it and everything.
Yeah.
He was expecting her to leave the husband. I don't know what lies she was telling the guy. You know what I'm saying? But he was doing all this, and you know, he got messed up. You know what I'm saying? She didn't want to leave. He thought she was, and you know, took them all out, man. That's a sad story right there.
Yeah, that's like I said, innocent child, innocent damn man, gone now because of you. You know, all because what do they tell men to do? Keep it in their pants. You couldn't even keep it in your pants.
Right.
You couldn't wait till you got off of work to go give it to the man that you married to. Yeah, she had a work husband. Ain't that what they call them?
Yep.
And do you know where our people get that filthy mess from? Well, I know you already know. We get it from white people. We brought that out on the show before. Black people take every single thing that white people do, and then we think that we invented it. We try to do it the best that it's ever done. This shit should never be done by us. No man should ever turn around and see another man's woman and say, "Oh, I want that." So I ain't her gifts. Start asking her out, and then eventually asking her for some of that booty. That should never happen. Why? Because God has laws for us to follow. And we should never do anything like that. And then if you are a woman and you are married and you have a man, you should never entertain another man in any type of intimate or sexual way at all. Yeah, you got co-workers. You work around men. There's nothing wrong with you having a conversation at work. You know, that's what people do. They at work, they talk about things, talk about the job. You're working with them 8 hours or 12 hours, however long your shift is. Right? You working with them. And then y'all come in the break room and everybody sit down. Oh, I'm ready to go. And I just start having a conversation. So, yeah, man, today been kind of rough. You know, can't wait till Friday, can't wait till payday. There's nothing wrong with people having a conversation. Like if you work, say side by side with somebody, you know, doing something, whatever it is. Nothing wrong with a man and a woman having a conversation at work. Nothing wrong with that. But when you start doing like this woman did, and this man did, you turn around and you get pressed to leave your family, your husband. And then you say, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to leave him. Why are you holding on the man? I don't understand that.
Right.
If you love him so much and you never going to leave him, how about never holding on? Do hoes ever think of that too, my job? Do hoes ever think of that and say, you know what, since I love this man so much, since I'm never going to leave him, how about I never give this vagina to nobody else, right along with the other shit that I say I'm never going to do?
Right.
This hoe said she was never going to leave her husband for him. So why even cheat? Why even do that? You know, it's disgusting, man, and it's a shame. And like I said, that little baby lost his damn life. That husband lost his life. You know, that's the judgment for the whore. That's actually the judgment for the whore in the Bible. Now, I'm not saying to tell nobody to go out there and they find out they got hold on to unalive their woman. I'm not telling you that. I'm talking about according to the Bible. In the Bible, when a woman gets caught hoeing on her man, or if a man gets caught hoeing with another man's woman, that's the judgment for him. Matter of fact, get that, my child, in Leviticus 20 and 10. Real quick. That's the judgment from the Lord. To put that hoe and that hoe ass nigga to death. The man and the woman, both parties involved, shall be put to death. You understand? So what my sister say? Hold on. Look at that Naya. My sister Naya, that's my girl. I love her. She just as tiny as her damn her daughter's boy, but I love her. She's a big spirit of her. She said, my husband is my lead, my counselor, my mechanic, my everything. Yeah, he's working on your car stairs. I know he was working on that. I was talking to him, and he's like, look, Cap, I got to call you back. I'm putting this radiator in and putting this exhaust on. And look, I had to call him. He had to call me back since I know you had him working on your car. You understand?
Right.
Even right. Yeah, Bill or BMW.
You say what, sir?
It's Benz or BMW.
Yeah, it's a BMW. Yep.
Yeah, he keeping that thing up for you. She said, he said, I'm truly blessed for my husband and for the truth that's brought us closer together and stronger than ever. Damn right, sis. Damn right. Most times right. And then she said, maybe some of these women should invest their all into what they got at home. Absolutely should. They should. They really should. Because I mean, you could just think about something. When black folks get together, right? They got all these things in their mind what they want to do. They want to grow with this person. They want to get old, be sitting in rocking chairs eventually, right? But before that, they want to work hard. They want to grind. They want to get a good job, open a business, buy a big old house on the hill, picket fence, and all. You know what I mean? Get cars and all this wonderful stuff, bank accounts and all of this. You know, so they should. Sis. That's actually good advice. Turn around and invest in what you got at home. You know, she would have still been alive, her husband, and her son had she did that.
Right.
Had she taken our sister's advice and had she turned around and been in the ISUPK and learned that you never are supposed to leave your husband or her on this man. And then invest in what she got, man, they probably would have it going on. They all would still be here. You know, so you definitely got to watch the decisions that you make. You know, because it may not seem like it, but the Most High is in control. And you can got them damn demons, man, and then you can cost yourself and your family's life. So, like I said, that's judgment from the Lord is to get rid of her. It was supposed to be her hand.
So like
instead of she, yeah, that's who's supposed to be gone. The priest would have showed up at both of them doors and put both of them to death. That's what would have happened. That brother and that baby, they would have been able to live and move on. You understand? But that right there, like I said, that's a shame, man. Go ahead, Al.
Now, I was gonna say, sir, most of these Christians think, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, just because, you know, in the Old Testament, you know, we not stoning people to death, you know, like they did back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You know, just you know, making God's punishment happen, but God still make his punishments happen, man. Like you're not exempt from getting the punishment of God. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Those laws still apply to you in that Bible. You know what I'm saying? And God is gonna do what he said he can do, sir. So like,
no, that was on point because that's who's gonna end up making sure you get put to death.
Right.
And a lot of people don't seem to understand that the Lord uses evil to fight evil. I know the white man got you souped up thinking that Superman is gonna come and fight off the bad guy. You know what I mean? I know you think Batman, they're gonna put the bat signal up in the earth, and then he's gonna turn around and see that, and then go get changed real quick and jump in the Batmobile and come save. That's not how they work. You understand? The Most High is going to use evil to get rid of evil. That's how he does that. You know what I mean? That woman was pure evil for whoring on her husband. And look at what she got with. Brother probably loved this woman. I'm talking about her husband. Probably loved her. Probably was doing everything he could for her and his family. You know? And look at what happened. That wasn't enough for her. She had to go outside and get her work husband.
so like what could, sir?
And one second, Marsha, like I was saying, we get that from white people. White people started that foolishness, man, about work husbands and work wives. And that's what they do at work. They go to work to sleep around with the people on the job. You know, remember movies, movies where the secretaries and all this, you know what I'm saying? That's what they do. Look at what's that dude's name? The one that had the island, Epstein. Yeah, Epstein, man, that nasty bastard. He forced them to people at his job, at his businesses, his place of work. where you're supposed to be coming to make a life for yourself and your family if you got one, he get forced at his job. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, that's where we get that nonsense from. And we need to let them have that shit back. Go to work to clock them 8 hours, them 12 hours, and get that goddamn check. Not no work husband or no work wife. You remember that article? I'm gonna say this and let you rock. Remember that article that we had where the sister and the brother was sleeping around with each other on break? You remember that one?
Yeah.
She got her work, and they sleeping with each other on break. They go to the car and hurry up and eat their sandwich and their chips real quick, and then get back and get busy. That's what they was doing on their job. You understand? This is the type of filthiness that we picking up by following these people, man. We're not supposed to follow white people. You understand? What we should be following is all of God's laws, statutes, and commandments. I'm gonna see how you read it in Leviticus 2. Go ahead, Marshall.
Nah, it's just a crazy thing how the woman just go out and whore on this brother when, 9 times out of 10, this family was together. This brother probably working his fingers to the bone, working 100 hours a week, trying to take care of this whore. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take care of this whore, put a roof over her head, keep her belly full. You know what I'm saying? Probably buying her all kind of nice things, but that wasn't enough for her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She had to go be a big, evil whore and go whore out on another man for more luxurious things because he wasn't giving her enough. You know what I'm saying? And it destroyed. What they don't understand is these things destroy families, man. And not even only that family, it destroys generation. A whole generation was just wiped out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's simple. It was just wiped out because you committed a sin against the Most High. Your whole generation was wiped out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, Salakia, sir. Go ahead.
No,
I got the scripture.
Yeah, read this scripture real quick. What you
Right,
just said, you got a generation getting wiped out all because of this whole.
Yep.
You know? And that it still amazes me. This is 2025. Right? And whenever a woman thinks to do so, not all of them, of course, but whenever these thoughts getting made up in their mind that they're gonna step out, the first thing that they think of is to do something nasty with their vagina. I don't get that. I just don't understand. Why do you say that they had an argument? It doesn't say that, but I'm just saying, for instance, if they got into an argument, why is the argument leading to you going out and giving that vagina to somebody else? The owner of where our school is here in the city of St. Louis, right? He has several bars now. He got a bar lounge, and he's got a regular little bar, and then they got the something that has the Too Much Sauce restaurant next to it, and they have open mic nights and poetry. Now, they do all kind of stuff out of there, right? And me and him was talking one day because before he renovated, I used to rent out the smaller space to my people that didn't have like houses and apartments or whatever backyard to throw their parties in. He let me use his space, you know what I'm saying, which is Too Much Sauce now. He would let me use that, and I would set up the bounce houses, the games, and all that in there, and the people could rent that out, right? So me and him was talking one time. I had a rental set up. He came to open up the door, and he started talking about all of the things that people come and tell him at the bar. He was like, man, he said, boy, you'll be surprised how much information I know about all the people that come in my bar. And I was like, yeah, what you mean? So he started breaking it down. He was like, man, especially these women, bro. He said, boy, you give them a shot of vodka, boy, they start telling everything. And he said that most of the sisters come in there and they are telling him how a man in the dog house, he got to sleep on the couch, he got to sleep in another room, and ultimately she's sleeping with somebody else while he's doing it.
Damn.
He said, man, it's like, he says, like fuck. He said, and it'd be different sisters coming here and telling me the same story about how they are cheating on their man. They're unhappy with the man that they got. So they go out and they have sex with other men. He was telling me that. And guess what? And then all the articles, all the different shows that we have, we bring this shit out. We are bringing it out to show that, guess what? He ain't lying about the information he bringing out, and we ain't lying either. And this has to be fixed. If you ever want a better community, how in the hell are you going to be sleeping with your neighbor's woman thinking that the community is supposed to come together? You're a destroyer. You're helping destroy it. You're helping to destroy the black community by doing this. By getting you a work wife and a work husband. When this woman has a husband, she had a husband, my job. She had a husband and a little baby. And the goddamn detective started crying because the baby, 1 year old, got thrown in the water. You understand? While he was alive, huh? That's beyond cruel, man.
Yeah.
Way on beyond cruel. And like I said, all this baby is dead because of his mother. It's ridiculous, man. When the mother is supposed to do everything to protect their baby. Ain't that what they say? Right, Sean?
Yeah.
Look, I know some sisters before that will pimp you over their baby. Ain't that what you got to say now, pimp?
Yeah, pimp.
you can't say blind or shoot no more with YouTube and all this other mess they got going on. You can't say the regular word. You got to say pimp. I know some mothers that will pimp you over the baby. You understand? They will protect their children. They don't put them in harm's way. And I know that this whore did not think about that. Hoes don't think. The only thing she was thinking about was whore.
That's it.
That's all she was thinking about was whore. She wasn't thinking about her family being unalive because of her whore. She wasn't thinking, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do this. She didn't think at all. You understand? She did. What she say? What my sister say? You already know how me love me get down on. Hey, look, look, Uncle come down there with some pill if I have to. You understand? But with my niece and nephew, we all get on around here. We don't play that now.
Right.
Hey,
damn right. So.
Here, you understand? Brothers, women, and children alike. Okay, we come with the pill. They all eat.
Yeah, damn
right. Damn right. So look, hey, it is what it is. But like I said, man, it's just this whole thing. You know, that was horrible, man. Like I said, this man is so disgusting. I'm talking about the birth. He is so disgusting. You already sleep with this man, woman. That ain't enough for you. That's not enough for you to know that this woman then got up out of the bed with her man and then going to get back in the bed, and your nasty ass getting in there in between that.
Yeah, right.
You're a disgusting, despicable human being. Right? And the world would be a much better place without people like you. Ain't that what they say out there in the world? The world would be a much better place without adulterers and adulteresses. Because guess what? Innocent people will be able to have their life. They haven't done anything and got put to damn death. The father and the damn son had no knowledge. The father probably like that. Like, what the hell is going? What do you mean? Like, what? Man, when you was doing this? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I imagine this guy taking everybody hostage, and then the husband trying to figure out what the hell is going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know he like, damn, what do you mean cheating on me? What? I thought you said you were gonna leave him, or because you didn't leave him, whatever the hell his problem was. Because she wouldn't leave the husband. This man was like, damn, like, totally in shock.
Yeah. And
You
Cap,
know?
9 times out of 10, the husband probably would have said, "You can have him. Like, get out." Then I don't like.
Yeah.
But this
I'm
whore don't
sure
even
he
give a
yeah.
this whore don't even give a brother an option. Like, damn.
Nah,
She want
that's
she
it.
what they say she want her cake and eat it too. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, she definitely was having her cake. Not a cake that got smashed in her face. And she got dumped somewhere, in the field. And then what's sad about the whole thing is the cake got dumped in the damn baby and the husband face it.
Damn.
Yeah. Come on to the next one.
Come on, sir. I'm still hold on to the scripture, sir, if you want it.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Read that part.
Come on, the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife.
Mm-hmm. Now, first off, real quick, one second. This is adultery according to the Bible. Right? This is what adultery is right here. Read it again, my son.
Come on, sir. Leviticus 20 and 10, it says, and the man that committed adultery with another man's wife.
The man that commits adultery with another man's wife. Adultery is not what you Christians think and have made it to where a man has a wife and he's sleeping with another woman.
Right.
Because according to the Bible, a man can have as many women as he pleases. He can have one, he can have none, he can have 1,000 if he wants to. That's his God-given right. Right? But you can't have someone else's wife. So he that commits adultery with another man's wife, keep going.
Come on. He that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife.
With his neighbor's wife. Now just think about something. Okay, neighbor is not talking about the person that stay on your block, right? Or across the street or down the street from you. So don't think that, well, I mean, this woman, she stayed across town. Or she stayed in another city, in another state. You know what I'm saying? She lived 20 minutes from me. No, don't think that it's okay then. Because neighbor in the Bible is just talking about your brother. So even if you stay in St. Louis, but you go to Chicago and you meet a woman out there, you ain't supposed to sleep with her either, if she's married. She has a husband, you go to Kentucky, and she has a husband, you ain't supposed to touch her either.
Right.
If you did, you committed adultery with that woman. Keep going.
What they say, Cap? What happened in Vegas? Stay in Vegas. You know all this stupid. You know all that stupid stuff they be saying.
Yeah. And guess what? When I went to Vegas, for the cookout, brother, we seen a whole lot of homes going on out there. Oh my God. What's so insane about Vegas is it's legal to whore out there. Whoring is legal. But do you know that illegal whoring is still number one and making all the money? Like it's completely legal, but they are out doing it illegally.
Right.
Which is this is how you know that this place is being ran by a man who is completely retarded. Such as Donald Trump. President, white people that run this country do not know how to run a country, a society, a people, a nation, or none of that. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Their laws differ from state to state. There's different child molestation rules and laws and things like that. St. Louis just took and added fondling to the child molestation list. Now that's the same as penetration, but for years it wasn't. When you do anything with a minor, you do anything with a, if you stroke a minor hand in an intimate molestation, if you kiss one, whatever you do to them, even if you don't penetrate it should be molestation. That's what it should be. It should all be the same. Because you are not supposed to be touching a child in this way. You are not supposed to be kissing the child. The parents kiss the damn baby. No. That's what they're supposed to do to the baby. not you kissing on a child, so-called affection. But like I said, but there are rules and there are laws different from state to state. It's all different. Like for instance, I think is it in Tennessee? I forgot where it said, but the legal age limit I think down there is like 10 years old or something like that. I had to look it up. But yeah, but the laws are different. Like the Most High's laws are the best laws for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right? Because guess what? It hasn't changed for thousands of years. And it will all work and it will keep our communities great. I ain't worried about nobody else's community. Because you can't change with Chinese people. You for damn sure can't change with white people.
Hey,
Those Catholics still molesting children. They don't give a damn. They are still molesting children. White people are still murdering people. They still doing whatever the hell they've been doing since forever. So you for damn sure ain't changing none of them. But where we should be most concerned with change at is in our community. Not that bullshit not Donald Trump, Barack Obama was pushing change and the change must come and gonna come and all that nonsense when they're not trying to change nothing and they're not going to change anything. The change that should be is in you. Every Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian should be tuned into our classes, learning how to serve the Lord to where we can turn around and make our lives and our community better.
Khan, sir.
Sister being put to death because she's warned on her man. The man getting put to death because that's what the scripture says. And he about to read it now. Because Anna committed adultery with another man's wife, even his neighbor's wife. What's the judgment for that, Baisha?
Khan. The adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
Now, this is what I was talking about when I was saying Most High's law. This is the judgment for it right here. This is the punishment for you breaking that law of committing adultery, which is a man sleeping with another man's wife or a woman that has a husband that's sleeping with another man. That's what adultery is. And the Lord said to put you to death. And again, the world will be a much better place without your nasty ass. Vagina will be great again. Ain't that what we said about that? Make vagina great again, man.
Oh man, Cap, you need to make it. That need to make me a T-shirt, sir.
all this contaminated coochie out here. All these niggas got 9 baby daddies, all these exes and babes and boo brother. You remember that post that I made behind the I shared when the sister said, if a man is not putting nothing in your purse, he shouldn't be putting nothing in your coochie. You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like, come on. Like stuff like that. Like, why are you doing? So okay, so when the bag get low, you go find another bag and start giving him some because he's putting something in the purse. You know what I mean? And then I seen another one that said the sister has said, hey, the sister has said, to all my exes, I'm still badder than y'all bitch. And I'm like, how many goddamn exes do this woman have? Like, how many men are you talking to? You know what I mean? To be saying it. Like, this is ridiculous, man. We're gonna turn around, we're gonna make vagina great again, my job.
Yeah, right. We can get a shirt on that. Dang.
And this new vagina, well, it's just gonna have one owner.
Right.
It's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Vagina is only supposed to have one owner of our urine.
Damn right.
And we gonna make it great again around here. Because guess what? You sisters, y'all ain't listening now. But wait till that thing start itching and scratching and burning. Then you're gonna be coming to talk to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to end up like the pastor wife. Married a goddamn sissy, then contracted HIV.
Mm.
You understand? Don't turn around to be, especially in St. Louis. St. Louis was the STD capital for years, wasn't it, Bob?
Damn right.
The STD capital. And guess what? This has been going on since I was a kid. When I first got to high school, you know, when they started the sex education class, and they turned around and started telling us about sex education, and then and check this out. The damn one of the coaches, and this was at Roosevelt, right? I forgot this man's name, but this punk was in there teaching us about not contracting STDs and all of this stuff and how to wrap it up and all, you know, passing out condoms and doing all this stuff. And this punk was molesting damn near all the girls in the school.
Hey.
He molested damn near all of the little girls in my class, and this fool was teaching us about sex education. When this nasty pervert is having sex with all of the goddamn girls in the goddamn class and in the school. And then he got caught, and they let this bastard go to another school and teach. He went to some other school and was a coach out there. I said, I'll be that. Known child molester. So it was crazy. But yeah, I mean, since I was in high school, they've been talking, it was, what were the 2 zip codes about? 6311, 8 and 6?
Yes, sir.
Those were the most 2 populated area zip codes with AIDS and HIV in St. Louis, and one of them had more cases than the whole state. One zip code, South St. Louis, 63118 and 63116. I can't remember which one it was that had the most cases, but one of those zip codes had more AIDS and HIV than the whole state. So I guess when you start catching that shit, because you know that's gonna start turning up again, right along with super. Everything turned super, didn't it?
Yes, sir.
Super AIDS, super gonorrhea, super syphilis, super all kind of shit. So I guess when you start getting that super shit, then you won't stop.
Right.
Then you won't stop. I guess we're gonna take that in order for you to keep your coochie to just that one man. Yeah, you gotta get super AIDS.
It's a lot if I could, sir.
Go ahead, my son. Come on.
You know, we done did stories and articles on this, and you know, the white man is such a devil and so evil, man. He will make you think you can live a happy life with HIV through the medicine that he's going to give you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, he got a bunch of conversions.
Yeah, they got a. It's like they happier when they get AIDS. Like what the heck? Like I can just take this medicine and I'm good for the rest of it. It's crazy, Cap. That's crazy that our people think like that, sir. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is, and it's because they're following our oppressor.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking up to him. They're doing everything. That's who Christ was talking to. Christ was talking to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He was talking to Israelites in John 8, starting at about 44. When he told them that you are of your father, the devil. And after the lust of your father, you will live. I'm perfect.
Hey, Cap,
one second. He was talking about the white man. The devil is not the red guy with horns and a pitchfork that live under the ground.
Right.
There's no such thing. The devil is a man. And it just so happens to be the white man. And the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. And he's a nasty goddamn devil too, like my child said. He turned around and got you thinking that you're happier when you get the goddamn AIDS.
Damn.
They got these commercials that come on all the goddamn time. I hate that shit too. Look, I'm about ready to start paying for no ads on YouTube. Anytime I get to watch it, one of the commercials come up. Yeah, when I contracted HIV, I'm like, what the hell? And like you said, she's sitting there talking like she just happy as can be.
Right.
They got all them sissies on the commercials looking at each other and happy and smiling and holding hands. When our brothers ain't supposed to be no sissies, that's how you get AIDS.
Right.
Dummy. Our women ain't supposed to be whores, that's how you get AIDS. You know? So it's great. This is like, go ahead, my child.
Nah, sir. What I was gonna say is I went back on Clubhouse and you know that stupid nigga headshot. I went back and listened to you trying to break it down to him, but this idiot just couldn't get it.
No,
He just couldn't understand when you was breaking down you are your father the devil. He couldn't get it, but he loved the white man so much he do not want to say he is the devil, sir. I'm sitting here like I don't know how plainly you could have kept breaking it down to him. You know what I'm saying? And look, the crazy thing about it is, to me, knowing you how you breaking it down, that was plain, and you was about to make it even more plainer for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't getting it, and then they want to kick you down and all that shit. You know how it goes.
You see when I asked him who made that picture of white Jesus, he ain't answered.
You didn't answer that.
You see, he went around that.
Right.
He's showing us, the Bible is showing us through the things that he has done who the devil is. He fits the bill. He fits the description. When police get on dispatch and they send in the officer to a call and they got the description of the person, they tell them what they look like and what they may be doing. What they may have said, hey, he's screaming and yelling, he has a gun, whatever it is, and you're going to find them when you get there and say, oh, you want to know, screaming and yelling, gun in his hand, knife in his hand, red shoes, black pants, white t-shirt, you understand? Whatever it is, you're going to know the description. Right. And then you're going to be able to point them up. Yep, that got to be him right there. That's got to be the white man, the devil, because he is the ultimate liar and deceiver. He didn't understand it when it said that when he speaketh of a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Right.
He was trying to say that was Satan. You understand? No, the devil is the white man. Because the white man speaks of his own, meaning of himself. He put himself in a lie.
Right.
He made the 12 disciples on all of the Jesus Walk movies. What color are they? White. Christ on every what's the one the latest one?
Passion of Christ.
Passion of Christ. What was he on there? White. You understand? On all of the cartoons that they made and the coloring books and all this, and they got a what is he? White.
Right.
Who else told that lie? Who else put himself in the lie? Made Christ a white man instead of a black man from the tribe of Judah. Like what it said in the Bible. The Bible said that Christ is crispy black. But blacker than a mug. You understand? That's how the Bible describes Christ. Christ is blacker than a mug.
That's right.
But on every movie, on all of the pictures back in the day, and Christ, light hair, blue eyes. They had the one where he was holding the lamb. They had the one where he had the one with the halo over his head. All of the pictures, Jesus was white. Come on with it, Mike, y'all.
It's like if I could, sir. Just to show you this real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and add it up on stage. Now, this movie right here just came out. This movie just came out in 2025, sir. This shows you how much the white man is the devil, and he is still gone. Hey, this is 2025, sir. This 2025. This movie, The Last Supper, is out. What is the color of Christ? This is a goddamn hippie surfer boy right here.
Matter of fact, he made a revelation, while he got this picture of white Jesus, which is actually Caesar Borgia. The painter, what's his name? Leonardo da Vinci. He was a gay painter, and he painted a picture of his gay lover, and his gay lover was Caesar Borgia, and that's the picture that went around in circulation as white Jesus. That man Caesar Borgia that was gay. You ever wonder why a lot of those preachers are gay? You know, Caesar Borgia also molested his sister. You ever wonder why a whole bunch of child molestation go on in the church? It makes perfectly good sense since the ISUPK broke that down to me now. I was wondering why so many preachers get accused and found guilty of molesting children because their God is a child molester. I was wondering why in the church that my grandmother raised me up in, there were so many gay people in the goddamn church. There were so many of the choir members. Their choir director was a sister, known sister, and he had AIDS too. Why? Because your God is gay. Your God is a sister. He's a murderer. He murdered his parents and every damn thing. And you wonder why Christians are so goddamn evil. You wonder why Christians see us in the UPK and want to take our heads off for us telling you the truth. That Christ is not no white boy. He's black. And that's what the Bible said. You understand? Go ahead,
Go
ahead, one second. Go ahead, my John.
Now I was gonna say, just to add more to this, onto this, this whole movie or this picture, right? So it says at the top, all are welcome to the table. Now we know in the book of Matthew and 15, you know, where Christ, you know, told them that, you know, it's not good to cast our bread to the, you know what I'm saying, to the dogs. And then in 26, if all are welcome to the table, why was this said? It says, but he answered. Okay, no, let me go to 27. It says, and she said, truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from their master's table. In the Bible, Christ ain't let nobody else come to the table. But they gonna advertise it. This is how much the white man is the devil. He gonna advertise it and say, all are welcome to the table. And that's a damn lie. So, Cap, like what you said, when he speaketh of his own lie, he speaketh of his own. When he speaketh lies, he speaketh of his own. All are not welcome to the table. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, sir.
Yeah, damn right, huh? Damn right. Absolutely. Come on with that, Capone.
Revelations 1:13. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, well, like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
Okay, so this is talking about Christ. Christ is the Son of Man here. This is the vision that John is seeing about Christ. And you can also find this same vision in Daniel. Okay, but go ahead.
And gird about the paps with a golden girdle.
Okay, so you know the description in the Bible versus the picture don't look like Christ. Christ was fly as hell with a garment on, not this dirty rag that this dude is wearing, this damn bathrobe. You know what I'm saying? Look at the picture. Right? You got a filthy, dirty bathrobe. Why in the hell is the greatest black man that ever lived, the white man, take and make him a dirty ass damn sand walker? You know what I'm saying? To where he's just walking around filthy and goddamn dirty every day. The Bible said that Christ had a girdle about the paps, a golden girdle, a war belt. That's what that is. That's what we call it in the UPK, a war belt. That girdle is not something that women put on under their clothes to make them look skinny. This was a war belt, something to protect your midsection. Because Christ was a warrior, he was a soldier. He wasn't no sucker walking around with a bathrobe on, dirty bathrobe too. Dingy trailer trash looking ass white boy. That's how all of the pictures of Christ. Am I lying?
Sir.
That's how they all look. Okay? And then he look like he's homeless on this picture. And he look like he's starving to damn eat. So the last, so his last goddamn something of us. He about to roll. Like he got calves, like he smoked cigarettes, damn thing up. Like he on meth. And he like, this is gonna be the last summer. He about to roll after this. So come on with it. Come on with it, bro.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hair was white like wool. Why, Sean, I'm so glad you put this picture up. Because there is no light in this picture at all. What is that, blonde? You understand? Is that, what's it called? Sandy? What's the other color?
Brunette. What's up? Like brunette?
Yeah, I think it's what it is. I don't know. You understand? All I know is that good nappy nigga hair. You understand? That's all I know. Okay? I don't know blonde or brunette and all that other shit, but I think that's what it is. Okay? But it's supposed to be white, meaning you said the hair was hair and his face was white like wool. That means the color and the texture. That's not woolly hair. That's stringy dog hair right there. That's what that is. And it's not white at all. So he put himself in this lie that he made. And he put the white boy there and said, this is Jesus Christ. Left him just like what homeless white people look like. What trailer trash white people look like. That's what he left him like. Ain't no white nowhere in this picture. Keep going.
It's white as snow, and his eyes were as flame of fire.
His eyes were as a flame of fire. You don't never see that. All you see is the blue eyes that they got. And the red, the eyes were red like that flame of fire. It's talking about a black man when he drink, the eyes tend to get red. That's what it was talking about. Christ drank wine. He wasn't no alcoholic, of course. He never sinned, but he did drink. And it's completely lawful to drink. And guess what? Most times when brothers drink, their eyes turn red. Keep going.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
And his feet like unto fine brass. I don't see no fine and no brass on this white boy at all. Keep going.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if it burned in the furnace. That's why I said Christ was blacker than a mug. We used to say that back in the day. We said as kids, boy, you blacker than a mug. I remember one of the friends of the family, they called him blue. This brother was so black, his skin looked blue.
Right.
Straight up. That's how black he was. That his skin looked blue. And we all used to say, well, you blacker than a mug. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Christ did.
Cal, what they used to call him?
Go ahead, my John.
Now I said what they used to call him, blue black. He's blue black.
Blue black. You hear me? He was definitely black and blue. I'm telling you, he was blue black. That brother was so black, his skin looked blue. No, he was hella blue. Okay, that's what Christ was. This guy on this picture, this Last Supper movie, he's not black at all. So he can't be Christ. This has to be a lie that the white man took and spoke of his own, put himself in the lie. You understand? So you drop that, bomb. Come on with it, my child. Let's get into the matter of fact. Let's just jump to the market.
Come on, sir. Go ahead. And drop this off.
With the market. We got two more.
We got
2 more.
No, sir. We got the last one. It's talking about the guy smuggling the thermo thing.
Okay, we'll say that for.
Okay, come on, sir. Yeah. Other than that, that's it. That's all I have, sir.
Okay, God. All right, let's go to Revelation 13. Let's see where I was. Just started. And we're gonna read on. We're gonna get to the market beast. We got Gavin Doherty on the Clapper asking, am I saying Jesus is black? Yes. Didn't you just hear me read the scripture? Jesus is a black man. Am I a Muslim? No. Hell no. I would never be Muslim. Muslims are gay like Christians. So no, I would never be a doggone Muslim. Right? I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
I mean, Cap, that guy must. Oh, go ahead, sir.
Go ahead.
Now I say that guy must got very low comprehension skills. We just had the picture up on the screen, and you just broke it all the way down to powder, and he still turned around and asked the same old dumb question.
Yeah.
Y'all got to get off that Christianity. It's making you, it's driving you insane, man. It's
Yeah.
like,
I'm sure Gavin is a white boy.
yeah,
So he ain't gonna get off of it. He own Christianity. He said that's a load of nonsense. Gavin, would you like to show us how it's nonsense? When I just read you the scriptures that describes what Christ looked like in that vision that John had, would you like to show us that, Mr. Gavin? Mr. Gavin Doherty? Because yes, Christ is black. Everybody in the Bible of importance is black.
all right.
God's chosen people are black, Hispanic, Native Indian. Moses, black. Peter, black. Jeremiah, black. You understand? All of them black. The 12 disciples, black. The apostles, black.
Right.
Everybody in the Bible of importance, who the Bible was written to and for, they black.
That's right.
What are you talking about? And me and you got the same Bible. We got the same Bible, Mr. Gavin Doherty. And yours gonna say the same thing mine said.
So like if I could, Cap.
Little white boy in it. Go ahead.
Tell Mr. Doherty if he listening to this. Now we just proved in the Bible, and we can read in the Bible where Christ is black. You know what I'm saying? Now can he pull something out of the Bible that say he's a white boy?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question for me. It's the Devin Gavin, whatever his name.
I'm sure what he say he can do is pull out a scripture to show that Christ is white. I'm sure he can say that, but I bet the Bible ain't gonna say that.
That's right.
I bet the Bible ain't gonna support what he say.
Right, God.
And we know the Bible don't contradict itself. So it ain't in one place it's gonna look like Brad Pitt, but in another one he looking like Wesley Snipes. It ain't gonna do that.
Right.
It's consistent all the way through. All the way through. All right. So I guess until Mr. Gavin Doherty, until he pulls the scripture. You heard my brother's question, Mr. Gavin Doherty. He wants you to prove that Jesus Christ is white. All right. So prove that to us, please.
Right now.
All right. And then we got Fritz that saluted. Shalom Yahweh on the TikTok. And then we got Mina. Is that Mina? Mia said respectfully, God doesn't have a skin color. And that's a meaningless thing to focus on. Mina, let me help you out with something. The Bible may be meaningless to you. Color may be meaningless to you. You may believe that Christ doesn't have any skin color. But we just read the scripture that says Christ has a skin color and he's blacker than a mug. It also says it must be meaningful because his color is in the Bible, not just once. It's several different scriptures on it. So that means the Bible is saying that his skin color is meaningful, not meaningless. So I'm sorry to have to be the bearer of bad news to you, Mina, or Miha, whatever your name is. But guess what? The whole Bible matters, all the way from the front to the back. Okay? And in the ISUPK or the Command General YAHANNA, this is where you'll find the truth at. See, nobody can come to you to get the truth about nothing. Because you'll disregard the truth. You're not a person that will take into consideration the facts. You will disregard the facts. The fact is that Christ is a black man from the tribe of Judah. You are going to disregard that. So hopefully no one comes to you for any type of facts, understanding, knowledge, truth, any damn thing. Okay? Right? So yes, he is a black man. And I know y'all hate that we know that now. You know what I'm saying? I know that y'all hate that. And to Kadash Yahweh Shalom, Mark Lord Christ, he salute his comments in TikTok. Man. Yep. But it's okay. This was for us to know anyway. And the Lord made sure that guess what? We are going to know it now. And I'm saying we as our people, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you other folks don't even matter. Because I'm sure you're one of those.
I threw the link in live, sir. I threw the link in live. TikTok's live.
Okay, good. I'm sure you're one of those other people that say his color is meaningless. That's nothing that we should be focusing on. You heard that guy on the bar?
Okay.
It's like I could, Cap. Oh man.
One second, Warrior. White people and heathens are always telling us what the fuck we should be doing. What's meaningless to us. What doesn't matter to us. What we should not be caring about.
Right.
But guess what? Those things are tapping. This shit is over. The Lord is raising up real men that are going to stand with this truth. We're going to stand with the word of God regardless of what you think. You understand? Commander General YAHANNA is raising soldiers in the UPK. To, you know what? To tell you what you said is meaningless. Your words are meaningless. You are meaningless. Nina? Miha, whatever your damn name is. You are meaningless to us. Okay? But the word of God means everything. And guess what? His skin color means everything. Because now I know that Christ looked like me. Not that white boy that we had on the screen. You understand? I know that we got his blood flowing through our veins. That's meaningful to us. You turn around and say, Christ ain't got no skin color. How can you relate to somebody that don't even look like you? That has no skin color. There was a goddamn ghost. They turn around and tell the people that Christ was a spirit. Right. Everybody got a goddamn spirit. What are you talking about? Christ wasn't no ghost walking around. He was a man just like me, just like my brother. You understand? He's our king.
Right.
He's our big brother. To me and my people, to our sisters. You understand? To our brothers, not you. You understand? So guess what? Everything is, and we're going to stand on it till we die. Or till Christ return, whichever one comes first. You understand? But I'm absolutely fine with pushing this truth, the word of God, to my people until I roll. You understand? That's how we feel up in the UPK. Right? That's great. Go ahead, my child.
Yeah, Cap. I hate when people say that stupid stuff like he don't have no color. Like, have you, Christ walked the earth, have you ever seen a translucent person? Have you ever seen somebody that just ain't got no color, ain't seen nothing? Like, how stupid can you be? How stupid can you be? And then you got a lot of people talking about, I don't see color. You big dummy. So you mean to tell me that you don't match your clothes in the morning, you don't see color? You must got a lot of tickets because you run a lot of light every day if you don't see no goddamn color.
Oh my God.
How stupid can you be when people say that stuff? That is a form of white supremacy, man. And here in the ISUPK, we know I see color. I know that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Yeah,
I see that very clearly.
Yeah, right.
I know my brothers are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. I see color. I wouldn't say nothing that damn stupid, sir. It's a lock. Right. That's crazy.
Right, that is crazy. And like I said, he's always telling us that. They are always trying to tell us, oh, don't worry about no color. Because what they actually know, man, think about telling our children that guess what? Christ is one of your people. The greatest man to ever walk the planet Earth was killed for you. You understand? Think about telling our children that story. Versus telling us about some old white boy that went around and hugging and kissing everybody.
Right.
That's a lie. Think about how our children would feel being young. Raising them in this truth. Not no church where they're gonna get fondled at. Get their little butts played with by the pastor.
Right.
They turn around, be in a safe place, and they'll learn the truth. Guess what? That's gonna be everything to them.
Damn right.
Just like those lies are everything to white people, because they stand on those lies. You see what Gavin told me? Christ is black. That's what you're saying? That is a load of nonsense. Why? Because he's sticking to the lie. The lie means a lot to him. And he ain't gonna come off of it either.
Right.
Because they think that white people are great, and they think that white Jesus is great. And guess what? They not coming off of that. You ain't gonna tell them nothing different, but they gonna tell me what I should and should not be focused on. They gonna tell me what should be meaningless to me. You understand? Go ahead, Amon.
Kind, sir. Let's piggyback what the officer was talking about, how like it's an excuse for the justification of the evil that's being done to God's chosen people to say, oh, I don't see color. And when a person that's an Israelite says it, it's a coward's excuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be steady be a damn victim and not help change the problem. That's all that is.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And these people are the center of our problem. They are the core of our problem. And it's even in the Bible. We're going to read it too. I'm going to get the scripture real quick. It's in Maccabees. You know what I mean? To where white people, before we go to Revelation, get this one in Maccabees. And you can't tell me that this is talking about no clear person. You understand? Where you can see through it. And you can see their veins, you see the blood and their arteries and all that, their bones and all that through their skin. This ain't talking about that. You understand? This ain't talking about that at all.
See his damn heart beating, Cap. Like I
Charge.
Oh, so okay. I'm gonna put the Bible down. Check. Yeah, read that in the 7. I think we started at 31. Or it might be 30. Let me see.
It's 31.
It's 31.
Come.
Okay, come on with it. You got it, Ron.
Come, sir.
Read.
Second Maccabees chapter 7, verse 31. And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews.
Hold on. Is he talking to a Casper? Casper the ghost? Is he talking to a spirit? Who is he talking to? Okay? But go to verse 28. So let's give a little context to it. Because what happened here, and I remember when I first came into the truth, and who was that? Officer Ra'im out of Chicago broke this down to me. He was in the truth before me, right? And I'm a trooper, he's an officer. And he broke this down, and I thought that this story was so amazing. I said, God damn, I want to be like these brothers right here. And the mama. You understand? Because what happened here was this king turned around. What was the name? Was it Antiochus? What was the king name? Hold on. I think it was Antiochus. I'm not sure. I had to go back and look.
Khan, that's his name.
King, Antiochus, yeah. This king, Antiochus, this white man, right, turned around and tortured this mother and her 7 sons, right? And I think this is an amazing story. And you know what happened? None of those men folded. You know what the white man wanted them to do was to eat pork. They wanted them to sin. He wanted them to sin against their God. And the first son spoke up. He said, like, what do you want from us? Because we are not going to do that. And so they turned around dismembered his body, then put it in a pot and start boiling in a cauldron. You know, the big gigantic pots that they used to witches have on the cartoon that they stirred so-called witches brew in. Instead, they turn around and they put the brother in that cauldron. Turn around and dismembered his whole body and then threw him in there. And the rest died just like him. But then the youngest one, he felt like he could get to the mother through the youngest son, right? So let's start. Where is it? 28.
Come.
No, let's start reading.
Verse 28. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that God made them of things that were not. Mm-hmm. And so was mankind made likewise. Mm-hmm. Fear not this tormentor.
Fear what?
Not this tormentor.
So this is the mother. She's encouraging her son. She's trying to build him up, make sure that he don't fall for that same mess that her brothers was trying, that the king was trying to make her brothers fall for. Right? Because mama thinking in her mind that, young people are impressionable. Right? And what this king did, this king turned around and tried to go. Matter of fact, Obama, if I could have you go back to turn around and try to bribe the little guy, little soldier. Let's see. I think it was about 20. Oh. 24. Start at 24.
Verse 24. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised, and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oath that he would make him both a rich and a happy man.
This is what the white man promising all of our athletes, all of the rappers, all of the R&B singers, all of the actors and actresses. He gonna turn around and make you a rich and happy man. The white man has not changed at all. He has been the devil since forever, and he's going to stay the devil forever. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. Man.
Right.
Not no doggone ghost. Okay? And here it is. The mother started talking to the son in Hebrew. And he didn't know that language. So he thought that in his mind that the mother was saying something bad. That's what reproachful is, something wrong. You understand? Thought she was saying something bad or negative about him. So he said, look, he gonna counter that by saying, you know what? I'm gonna make you a rich, happy man. Keep going, Brian.
If he would turn from the laws of this father.
If he would do what?
Turn from the laws of his father.
If he would turn from the laws of his father. Telling him, talking about sinning against the Most High.
Right.
Talking about them breaking God's law. I will make you rich and happy if you turn from the laws of God. That's what he's trying to promise him with that oath and that making him rich and happy. Go ahead.
And that also he would take him for his friend and trust him with affairs.
Now, are you serious? About is this white boy serious? You just watched this man murder 6 of your brothers. And you talking about be your friend? Am I being punked? He said he just watched this man murder his 6 brothers. And now you're telling me you're gonna make me rich and happy? Nigga, I'm unhappy because you done murdered my brothers.
So like
Do it.
definitely he want them to what we say in the ghetto, make a deal with the devil and sell your soul for a jelly roll.
Yeah.
All in one good sweet.
Yeah.
No,
and And see, that's the thing that they do in those movies. They make the devil be the man under the ground.
Right.
But notice that he always comes. It's a man that come to you, and it's usually a white man.
Yes,
he has this contract. You're gonna sign it in blood. You know what I'm saying? That you're gonna sing your heart out. You're gonna make all this goddamn money.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he ain't changed nothing. He ain't changed nothing. He was the same then. The same goddamn devil. He's up to the same old tricks. Okay? Keep going.
But when a young man with no case hearkened unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life.
So the king is like, look, I don't want to kill him. You know, he's young. He has his whole life ahead of him. Ain't that what they say? He has his whole life ahead of him. I don't want to kill him. I just want to be his friend. I want to have him handling my business. If we say make him put him over his affairs. I want to be his friend. I want to make him a rich and happy man. That's what he claimed he wanted to do when he just murdered his family. That's the devil for you. Who else would do such a thing? Other than the white man to think that you could be somebody's friend after what you've done to us. How could you ever think that we would be friends with you, that we would like you and love you after you have been murdering us since forever? What has possessed you in your big, dumb, stupid white head to think that?
It's a life if I could, Cap.
Murdering us since forever. Now you think we're supposed to go to your church and sing and dance? Yeah, you got silly black people that do that. But not ISUPK. We soldiers over here. We ain't damn singers and dancers. We don't go to class for entertainment. We learn this Bible to teach it to our people so we get them out of them churches. That's how you spur Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians' lives. By teaching them the truth. By teaching them that your friends are your brothers and your sisters, your own people. Okay, come on, Master, go ahead.
It's like I want to add one thing, sir.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, just like you were saying, talking about Adam to the affairs and forgive him for what he just done to his brothers, man. This young warrior stood strong, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just like, you know, we hear it on Clubhouse all the time when they tell us, forget about slavery. The white man ain't did nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? But why am I forget about what he done did in the past to even be involved in anything that he does? You know what I'm saying? And we should definitely separate from them, sir. I just want to add that in there, sir. Shalom.
Yeah, that's right, though. Yeah, right. Come on, Ron, keep reading.
Come. But she barring herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner. Oh, my son.
We're good. No, keep reading for a bit. Did you skip back down?
Yeah, I forgot. Verse,
no sweat.
Verse 25.
Come on.
But when the young man was,
I did have you go back. So go ahead. You go.
But when the young man with in no case hearkened unto him, the king called out to his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life.
Okay, so now when that didn't work, when the son, the youngest son, wouldn't go for it, right? Go to the mother, and you know how these mothers, especially with them babies, especially with baby boys. You know what? His mother, she could convince him. She could tell him, and he'll do it to save his life. You understand? So I won't put the youngest son. This is the last one. And young. Don't think for 1 second this king didn't know what he was doing. You understand? Don't think for 1 second he did not know what he was doing. All right? This white man know what he's doing just like the rest of them. Just like yesterday. I'm sitting at a store, waiting on my rib to come out of the store. Turn around, I'm sitting on the lot. And two white people, a white man and a white woman, like they was a couple. ran to the store, got to the door, but then said they forgot something, ran back to the car. And as they were going, here comes a black woman driving across the lot. The black woman stops her vehicle. The white woman stops her man, letting her know that the car was coming because they was actually running across the lot. She stops him. The devil turns around to the black woman and did her like this. Flipped the black woman up. She ain't did shit to this bastard. That's how evil these people are, man.
Right.
Here's what she's driving, minding her business. She actually stopped for your dumb ass because you're running across the lot. She stopped, ain't blew no horn, ain't said nothing to him, and hollered out the window, ain't did none of that. And as his white woman grabbed him to let him know that the car was coming, so that he wouldn't accidentally get hit, this bastard turned to the black woman and flipped her off. I said, I'll be there. This is how they are all doggone day and night. Don't ever think that these people are going to change. Don't ever think that they're going to one day love you and like you and get along with you. They not. Their channel is on hatred for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians all day and all night. It never changes. Even the ones that you think you can get along with, that don't say much. That's not out doing like that idiot was, flipping people off, flipping black women off. Even if they're not like them, you still better know they are the devil.
Damn right.
Oh, keep on, Ron.
And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son.
The king said he begged. Come on, just don't talk to him. Just tell him I want to be his friend and I make him rich. He'll be the next LeBron James, and he'll be the next Kobe Bryant, and all. You know what I'm saying? He kept on talking and talking. So finally, the sister said, "All right, okay, I'll talk to him. All right, go ahead, Bob."
But she bound herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn.
Come on with it.
Spake in her country language on this manner.
So she turned around and that's what she started doing right in front of that bastard. Laughed him to scorn. You understand? Because guess what? She got something else in mind. And she about to break this down. So she turned around and started talking to her son in Hebrew. Go ahead.
Oh, my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years.
It sounds like a mama daughter. It sounds like a mother. Come on.
And nourished thee, and brought thee up into this age.
Ain't that what they say? Boy, you changed your family. I fed you with these very breaks. You understand? I took care of you all them years. That sounds like a sister right here. You understand? It sounds like a strong sister too. Come on with it.
Endured the troubles of education.
Boy, look, all of the years you had to go to school, I put you through school. Make sure you had your education. This is a black woman right here. You understand? This is a sister talking right here. Keep on.
I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that God made them of things that were not.
So she like, look, son, look around you. Look at it. Look at the trees. Look at the sky. Look at the sky. Look at how it changed from yesterday. It was cloudy. Wasn't it? I thought it was gonna storm yesterday. Now today is bright and sunny. You understand? Look at everything that God made that was not. Meaning that there was nothing here. But the Most High put everything in here that you see. Even us, His chosen people, Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, whichever tribe you are from. You understand? Keep going, about.
And so was mankind made likewise. Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren.
What this sister just said was cold. This was cold right here. Because guess what? What are black women saying now? The t-shirts that they're making, they say, I have a black son. They are begging and pleading with. I seen a video. What was that? Damn, I can't think of which protest this was. I can't remember. But a sister went and her son, one of his friends had got unalive by a white cop. And they went to protest the you know what I'm saying, the cop murdering the innocent young boy. This sister was so terrified that thinking her son would be next. She went and grabbed him out of the damn protest and said, nope, you come back home. And they interviewed her. And she was saying basically she was terrified for her son. She said when he leave the house, I think he's gonna die. I don't know if he's gonna come back. This is how our people are living here. And you talking about being friends with King Antiochus? You talking about being friends with these white people? Hell no, not this sister right here. Not us in the ISUPK, not our sister. This sister said, son, with all of what I just told you about me raising you and all that, and going through the trouble of helping you get your education, and breastfeeding you, and changing your little stinky pampers, she said, take thy death like thy brother. Don't sin against the Most High at all. She told her son to be strong and die. That's what she told him. She didn't tell him be a bitch and go be his friend, take his money after he just murdered your 6 brothers. You understand? She didn't say that.
Right.
She said, you be strong, son. You be strong and take your death before you ever sin against the Most High. You go die too. That's what she told him, man. And this was heavy. And she said, so I can receive you and your brothers again. Because what Israelites have always known is when you die, guess what? You come back. And if you obey the Most High, you can come back in a decent situation. But if you disobey him, you might come back mangled, crippled, and all kinds. You might not come back at all. It depends on the Most High. He can send you back or he can not. And she knew that. She said, no, take thy death with thy brother. I want to receive y'all again. I want to receive you again. And guess what? This sister right here was put in the Bible. She was very important. The remembrance of her was so important that it's in the Bible. Well, I wish we had the name and picture and everything of this sister. She was strong.
Damn right.
She was just as bad as her son. You understand? To where she's telling the last son, take thy death that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brother. Meaning the Lord will have mercy on y'all for y'all act. For you obeying him even until y'all death. So that I can have my sons back. That's what she's saying. So that I can see you again when we come back. That's what she's saying.
It's like if I could, Cap.
Come on with it.
Yes, like if I could, sir. Like we was talking about earlier, you know, the white man would have whitewashed this sister right here, man. And Cap, you reading this story right here, that sounds exactly like a black woman. For one, white women don't want to have 7 kids any goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to mess up their career. You know what I'm saying? That's a black woman that want to have 7 babies, 7 big old big head boys. You know what I'm saying? You know, the white man would have whitewashed this, and this story wouldn't have been as great. But the thing about the Bible is, you know, when you was reading them scriptures, that sound like my mama talking to me and my grandma. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Telling you to be strong, sir. So Salaki for that. I mean, the water for that, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I'm telling you. Come on with it, Devon. Keep reading.
Kamala Khan. While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for?
He like, what? What you talking about? Mama, what you talking about? Who you waiting for? What you mean? What you mean so you can receive me again in verse? What you talking about? He trying to understand. Come on with it.
I will not obey the king's commandment.
He what?
I will not obey. the king's
And
commandments.
guess what? We ain't gonna obey the white man's commandments either. When he try to tell us that sinning against the Most High is good for us to do, is an alternative life. Ain't no alternative to this lifestyle, goddamn.
Right.
What did my man tell him? I am a boy, David. But the white man tells you that, hey, being gay is an alternative. It's fine. You can't help who you love.
Right.
You love another man, go ahead. Be in love. Nah, damn that. Ain't no sissies over here. Ain't no lesbos over here either. You understand? Ain't no puppet munchers over here. In the truth, we serve the Lord, man. We obey God. And just like our brother didn't, we ain't gonna do it either. What say, Mark?
Yeah, and on them commercials too, like I said, they be happy and sin against the Most High. Ain't not once on none one of those commercials did they say don't be a homosexual.
Yeah, because that's what the Bible says.
Right.
It's don't be a homosexual. So, but the white man take and make, like our sister said, they so happy on them commercials.
Yeah.
After you sick, you ain't happy being sick.
Right.
You ain't happy being gay. Gays are the most violent damn people on the planet. I don't understand it. You so gay, came gay mean happy. Why the hell ain't you happy, ho?
Right.
Why you killing each other? Why you fighting each other? I got old faggot ass cousin. And he turned around, and I remember hearing him one time at the family function talking about, I'm tired of fighting with all him. You know what I'm saying? He said he tired of fighting with all his men. Every last man, he was talking to one of my aunts and telling her, he what do you call it, venting. He's venting to my aunt and telling her how he tired of fighting with all the damn men. They violent, man. Gays are extremely goddamn violent. I don't know where they get this love shit from, because they are not about no love. That's not love, man. Two men should not be loving each other. Two women should not be loving each other. That's not love. But obeying God's laws, statutes, and commandments, that is love. That's love right there. That's what love is. You want to know what love is, and you want me to show you? Like that song say, get in class and we'll show you what love is.
All right, sir.
We'll show you what love is. We'll show you how to keep the commandments of God. Keep reading, Bun.
But I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses.
Oh, that was heavy right there. That's a young man speaking that right there. They said, oh no, I'm going to obey the laws that was given to my fathers by Moses. You understand? That's what I'm wanting to obey. Okay, keep going.
And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews.
Now he's talking to the white man, King Antiochus. Now he's talking to him, and he told him that thou hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews. It don't say the red man live under the ground. It don't say that. He's talking to a white man. And he said that the white man has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews.
Right.
Against the Israelites. Not no red man with horns sticking out of his head with his shirt off and a pitchfork in his hand and live under the goddamn ground. There's no such thing, no such being, no such entity, no such person that lives like that. That's a whole lie. But there is somebody that has been the author of all mischief against us since the beginning. Since we've been here, man. The white man has been our problem since forever. And it's been in the Bible. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. And guess what? This is over now. We would rather take our death before we break God's laws, man. That's just how serious God's laws are to us. And if anybody is trying to get you to go against God's law and celebrate something you ain't supposed to celebrate, eat something you ain't supposed to eat, be something you ain't supposed to be, do something that you're not supposed to do that you know that's against God's law, then you reach out to the ISUPK, you reach out to your captain, you reach out to the men over you. tell us, we'll handle that. You understand? Let's finish it up so we can get out of here so we can jump on that. Keep going, Bob.
And thou that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shalt not escape the hands of God.
Stop right there. Stop right there. The white man shall not escape the hands of God. Yeah, you doing all of this murdering today. You've been doing it for a long time. You've been doing it for an extremely long time. But guess what? You are not going to get away with it, Mr. White Man. Your time is up. Your time is up. The prophecies that's concerning you and all of the things that you have done, your time is near. You know it. And you know it. The Bible says that he's going to turn up because he knows he has but a little time. The devil is turning up right now because he knows that it's almost over. He knows it, but your black ass don't know it because you're in church singing and dancing. Like that silly ass pastor that we the video that we showed earlier. This silly ass preacher dancing, acting a fucking fool in church when this is what you're supposed to be teaching the people. You're supposed to be preparing blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians for what the Lord said is about to happen. Not your next and your latest goddamn gospel song and your dance move. You're supposed to be teaching them the truth. And if you want the truth, then you better replace your church service and get the ISUPK. And with that, look, we're gonna get out of here. Marshall, I'm gonna post that link in the chat real quick and let the brothers know. Jump on. The brother Halak, he might be, like I said, he wasn't feeling good, so don't worry about him. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If he don't jump on. But with that, stay tuned, Israel. Go to ISUPK.com, pay your tithes. You understand? Get in class, whatever city you in, all right? And help support the men under Commander General Hannah so we can go around and put this truth everywhere, man, all over the earth like what it's supposed to. All right? So with that, Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.